미안합니다. 이게 와이파이가 끊겨. Welcome to KAIBA session. The people ever lost weight on the diet only to gain it back again, or at the mercy of hunger and cravings, and people who used uh, food as a coping mechanism when stressed or bored. Yeah, these are common challenges, and if you think you are in these three kinds of situation, uh, your approach is KAIBA. So why do the 나성이 나가는데 화면은 있는 게 좋을 것 같아.
뭐지? 왜?
So why do traditional diets always seem to fail? So good first, the weight loss starts in the brain. The myth before is that weight loss is the number game of calorie in and calorie out. To regard your body as a as like a mm, machine, so in and out something. But the reality is that your brain is work as a control tower for metabolism and hunger hormones and habits. So in the science, uh, now they present that the reason past attempts failed wasn't the lack of willpower, it's because traditional diets only target the physical body, ignoring the cognitive and emotional wiring that dictates behavior. For to change your body permanently, you must first rewire your mind. So we'll give you the 6 sessions in this KAIBA curriculum. So in this 6 master class in mindset and metabolic health, we uh, cover the cognitive behavioral therapy, which identify and neutralize sabotaging thoughts, and the identity-based habits, which shifts from temporary actions to permanent identity changes, and the metabolic science, which safely flips the biological switch from burning sugar to burning fat. So we go through the transformation roadmap from the mindset shift to lifelong maintenance. Uh, so for the escaping the diet mentality, mm, we focused on deprivation and restriction because belief traits are fixed. If you mistake once, it ruins the entire diet. But in the motivated mindset, it's mastery based, so it focuses more on nourishment, learning, and expanding capabilities during this session. And in the session 2, uh, we go through the three layers of habit change. So the first, identity, the belief, as I am a person doing a diet. No, just I am a healthy person. This is the focus of KAIBA. Mhm. And from this, we go through the processes as the action, eating fewer carbs, eating more proteins. It's sustained for a while, but requires constant willpower, as you tried before. And finally, the outcomes, result, such as losing weight. Yeah. Let's focus here, which is why they fail when life gets hard. So in this cognitive behavior, we we keep it in line to your identity. We don't just teach how to eat differently, but we guide you to fundamentally change how you view on yourself. When your identity shifts, the habits follow effortlessly, easy. In the session three, we do cognitive restructuring as we, yeah, in session three, we'll meet like 2 weeks of triggers, such as a stressful day, like me today, or an environmental cue, and uh, it it starts that you think about sabotaging. Like my day today is already ruined, so my thoughts were ruined, and I eat like this again. Yeah. So in the cognition behavioral therapy, we do intercept this to differentiate between physical hunger and emotional hunger. Definitely, it's emotional hunger. So we go deep to the cognitive distortion, and we respond. We help you respond about uh, the mistake or the accidents. Uh, we empower them. Uh, I will only fail if I decide to give up, and I didn't give up. Mm. So this utilizing clinical tools from the KAIBA, you learn to build resilience, motivate yourself daily, and recover immediately from slip ups without guilt. And in session four, we do flips, metabolic switch. So we uh, food dispersed uh, Longjin Lee would introduce your state, the glucose state, which constantly peaks and valleys of blood sugar, driving endless cravings and brain fog. And the switch, strategic intermittent fasting, safely depletes liver glycogen. And the ketone state, which the body actively burns stored fat or for fuel, generating ketones. And the brain boost, ketones stimulate brain-derived neurotrophic factor, unlocking stable energy, sharp focus, and cellular repair. 네. In session five, we master the emotional resilience as uh, the cortisol, uh, the adrenal hormone, do the track A high perceived stress elevates cortisol. Elevated cortisol encourages abdominal fat storage and directly interferes with blood glucose regulation, triggering intense cravings. In the resilience response, we teach evidence-based mindfulness and emotional regulation techniques. Learn to sever the link between negative emotions and food, navigating life's challenges with presence rather than turning to your pantry for coping. And finally, in the session 6, we rewire for lifelong maintenance. We make neurons in our mind, they fire together and wire together. So is we understand the neuroplasticity, our neurons, which our brain reinforces pathways, and you know automatically we do conscious effort, but we succeed to diet by subconscious reflex. So the ultimate goal would be no longer have to try to diet, but to simply become someone do who just live as a metabolically healthy life. In the KAIBA synthesis, we uh, connect the mind and the metabolism. Your transformation will begin here with KAIBA session. So you could join. Thank you so much.